This is a good one. Impermanence and its relationship to the illusion of always waiting and always wanting something that isn't here now. So, on one end, we have the fact that life is not permanent, that things age, that humans decay, we grow, we change. It's constant. And then what we do, though, so frequently, is we trade our entire life for something. And then when we get the thing we were trading our life for, we actually realize now we don't have any life, even though we have the thing. That could be money, that could be getting a home, that could be having a family. So, what we're looking at is the nuance of, can you get both? Can you enjoy your life and be grateful and appreciate the impermanence being present while building toward a bigger picture vision? Because I think, to be very honest with you, if you do not have both, you lose. If you have just the moment, but you're not building with intention, you're not being guided, you're kind of, many people who live day to day. What I mean when I say to live in the moment is to be guided by something beyond just your impulsive, animalistic, reactive sense, right? I mean to tap into a new moment with a new energy. And that is to see what discernment is. When you're living your life, you can feel. And your mind is meant to be active in your days. It's absolutely necessary. But you can also feel when you're thinking, hence the term overthinking, right? And a lot of the times, humans, we get into the state of mind where we're self centered. My worries, my ambitions, my future, my responsibilities, me, me, me. That is a type of living that will cut you off from the joy which is actually presence. See, when you learn that your mind can't run the show, then you begin to appreciate in a new way. And the mind is the one who has the fears, but the fact is, life is impermanent. You don't need to be scared in relationship to the truth. The fact is that we will decay and die. So, how can you get comfortable with death now? And what I really mean is that there is a wave coming over humanity, each of us, in terms of change, in terms of living in a fresh, invigorated manner. And it all lies in the moment. Your your ability to let go, your ability to feel, and bring that attention and awareness into the fact that this, where we are right now, where you are, it is beautiful. It is to be appreciated. Today is an amazing day. And I know it's not always easy to see in that manner, even if you're in traffic on your way home from work right now, commuting wherever, doing whatever. It doesn't matter what else you have to do in your day, practically. My point is that you can smile. You can choose any moment. And one day you'll look back and say, man, I, those things that I thought I wanted to get away from, the changes that I was so obsessed with making, that life was beautiful. In other words, I mean, be grateful for where you are right now because you'll look back in the future and say, those were some smooth times. And I'm not saying in the future you won't also have smooth times. I'm not saying today is the only best thing ever. I'm saying that for your future to be beautiful, you need to learn how to be grateful for today, right now. And if, funny enough, you write your future now. You can plan. You can create a vision. You can do a deep journal. You can work on yourself in so many different ways. But the bottom line is that it's not about the method. It's not about the path. It's not about the specific how. It's about the way you do it. How you do one thing, how you do everything. Yeah, learn. Learn through bringing presence and awareness, honesty and integrity into how you see yourself and how you see others. Life is really about, hey, there's going to be pain. Hey, there's going to be attachments. There are things, for example, a dog, right? You wish a dog could live forever. The dogs don't live forever. You feel that, right? You, through the grief, you feel the love. You don't feel bad for yourself in grief. You're processing love. That's totally okay. That's normal. I guess my point there is that we don't need to think so much about what we're feeling. Just feel what you're feeling, be present with it fully, breathe through it, no matter how intense, fiery, or whatever element the energy is. When you can bring that awareness and presence and just have that faith that you don't need to have everything solved. Y- Life happens here and that's where the beauty is, that's where the love is, that's where the wealth is. That's where everything um worth living for lies in the moment. And life is really about just realizing what it is that you do that takes you away from the beauty of now. Um, so that is a change. It is, in some terms and in moments and times, it feels like a progress. But really, if you simplify, it's not that complicated. It is the fact that you're being taken care of and we are all being taken care of. Sometimes it is painful and rigorous, but without those times, we wouldn't change in the way that we're meant to. So there needs to be a ability, a presence, a capacity to surrender and let yourself be changed, to ask, and to put yourself into a state where you can receive the grace, which sometimes is in the form of an acid, because what needs to be eroded is strong. And hey, holistically, it can be, it doesn't have to be extravagant. It doesn't have to be out of this world. It can be as simple as fresh air, nutrition, meditation, stretching, devotion, awareness of inputs and outputs, digital organization, and intention second by second. You you just you roll with the tides, you feel the current, you learn how to let go. You pay attention to when you're holding on, to when you're perpetuating, procrastinating. When you're stuck, you learn how to take a breath, not to judge yourself, but to share that form of space and compassion for yourself. What else can I say? I mean, it's all in your hands. It's all in your hands. And every day, I don't know how to put it, but there are just certain actions which make this life worth living, which make my days feel meaningful, which leave me with the gratitude in which I'm referring to in so much of this transmission. I'm grateful for you, and I ask you, who are you grateful for? There's someone in your life, you don't even need to text them, tell them, just send them the energy right now in this moment. Thank you for listening, truly. Share this with a friend if it resonates with you. I'm writing books. I do have one book out right now, though. Check the description. And have a wonderful day. Let's call it.